Hi guys, welcome to the stream. I hope that you can hear me okay. Let me know. Saturday afternoon, not quite so sunny here today, still very warm though. Everybody hear me okay today? Am I a bit dark? Do you want to... Does that make it any better? That better guys? So how is everybody today? Hope you're all well. Is that better? Stephen Keyworth says no one in chat, but I'm here. Hi Steve. Can you hear me okay? I've only just started, so hopefully we'll get a few more in. How are you keeping? What's the weather like back in the UK? It's very overcast here at the moment. The sun has tried, but not really made it today. Don't know whether maybe we're going to get a little bit of rain later. I think we could do with something to clear the air. It's been very warm and muggy the last few days. Pretty hard to sleep at night because it's been too warm. So I think we're doing all right. What do we think? Do we look all right? I think kind of messed up a little bit. It's kind of playing about with some buttons and I shouldn't have been. I think we're all right. Have we got any sound, guys? Is that better? You hear me now? I think we're all right now. I think we're a little bit quiet. See if we can turn it up a bit. Is that any better? That better? There we go, that's better. Stephen's on his way to Blackpool for God knows how many Wetherspoon clubs. He's in Halifax at the moment. That sounds like a good plan, Stephen. Best of luck. Hope you have a great time in Blackpool. Not the same as Benidorm, but close enough. Let's see if we get a few more in. Quite a bit to talk about today, but obviously if there's only a couple of us, not really worth. So Stephen, any news? What's happening now in this wonderful UK? We have got talk about getting rid of the masks, abolishing the masks. in outdoor spaces. Stephanie Hardy's in, says, hi Sue, how's you and the boys? I'm good, thanks. Boys are out filming at the moment. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, there's been talk about abolishing the mask in outdoor spaces from the 26th. It was all over Facebook yesterday. And the way it was put on Facebook initially was that Spanish President Sanchez, had said that from the 26th of June, it won't be necessary to wear masks in outdoor places. You just need them in supermarkets, shops, etc., and obviously transport. But then last night there were further posts. This hasn't actually officially been decided. Stephen says, normally being Benidorm, Piccadilly Bar, but needs must. Blackpool better than staying at home on week's holiday. That's true, Stephen. Might as well make the most of it. There's quite a few in the Piccadilly Bar this afternoon. Yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, yep, Sanchez had said that from the 26th the masks would be gotten rid of, but this hasn't actually been approved. There's going to be a big meeting on Thursday with the various governments for this to be approved. Sanchez wants it. President Puig, or whatever his name is, or whoever he is, doesn't actually want the total getting rid of the masks. He wants it just for natural areas, so like beaches and parks and that. But he still wants masks kept for like walking on the streets, which I'm hoping that they do get away with them, because it's obviously getting very hot here now, and it's a nightmare having to walk around everywhere with masks. And we have a few tourists here at the moment. If anybody's seen our streams, we had a fan come over last week. Yeah, we did get into a lot of trouble. We got a lot of stick because last Sunday we were invited out for a beer. We had sort of been putting it off, but with the England match, he said, come watch the England match, have a couple of beers on me. So we went along. Then after the match, there was a group that were all going off to watch Benidorm play. They don't have many supporters, and most of the supporters are English. There was a coach being organised. Jamie, mad about Benidorm Jamie, offered to pay for the coach and the tickets. He said that we would be back for 7:30, so we had planned to do the stream, but we didn't actually leave the ground till 8. And then coming back on the coach, it was decided that he was taking us out for a meal. Went to the bamboo for a lovely meal, so we ended up not doing the stream. And the consequences were that a lot of people came onto the channel, onto Mike's channel, basically not very happy. A lot of them were saying some really nasty, harsh things. Things were put on Facebook. We've had an awful lot in streams since, a lot of comments on videos. The main people that were causing the trouble have been blocked out the channels, but it's still very hard. Like, we did a stream on Thursday night. I was on the chat, Mike and Marcus were doing the stream, and they were giving Marcus a lot of stick. There were 2 people that come on initially, just seemed to be general chat, asking his age, whether he got a girlfriend and so forth. and then they started being nasty to his girlfriend, and it did upset him. I got to admit, a lot of the comments I found have been quite upsetting, things that people have said. But at the end of the day, I hold my head up high. They're just keyboard warriors, just jealous because they're not here when we're living the dream. We are going to keep fighting. We're not going to give in. We are staying here. This is our home. We'll also be glad to know, guys, that I've put in for our residencies. It's now in the hands of the gods. We're waiting here. Right, so I've said about the masks. I don't know. There's quite a few new bars and places that have opened. We've got Uncle Ron's down the road on Calais Laundress. It's a new bar. They have some really good deals. Gemma Sports Bar next to that. London Bar's back up and open. There's a little Spanish bar facing, and Tommy Cooper's, of course, is opening back up. And on the end, there's going to be a new cocktail bar that Uncle Ron is opening. The Red Lion here on the Rincon has reopened. Rossamar Hotel is up and open, as is Sol Pelicanos and Nocas Hotels. They opened yesterday. It's good to see that they've got quite a few people in. Sadly, though, on a sad note, I've heard that the ambassador has made an official announcement now that they're postponing opening until the 1st September, as they've still got quite a lot of refurbishment to be doing, which is a bit of a shame. But Benidorm is slowly coming back to life, starting to get that buzz. Now that the curfew's been lifted, people can get out and about, even though the bars have to shut 1 o'clock and Unite's clubs at 2. There's still a lot of people about. A lot of people tending to go for a walk after the bars are shut, sitting down on the beach. The evenings have been absolutely stunning. It's been so warm here. I'm not trying to think what night. Thursday night, we had a group of lads. I take it some of them are staying in the apartment, and they got some friends in apartments facing. Friends come over, they'd all got little deck chairs, sat round down on the car park. I don't know whether they were playing cards, just drinking, what they were doing. There were no trouble at all. They weren't noisy, they were just sat talking. I don't blame them, it's probably too warm in the apartments. So we've not got many in on the stream today. I don't know, guys, whether the Saturday streams are working. If I've only got Stephen and Stephanie in. I don't know. Anyway, moving on in the chat, in the live streams recently, we have had quite a few newbies coming in. One of them arrived in Benidorm yesterday, Dave Southall. So a big shout out to Dave Southall if you're watching. Hope you enjoyed watching the England game, wherever you decided to go, whatever bar you went to yesterday. I hope that we can catch up at some point, have a few beers. As I said, we'd love to meet our fans. Also, another new fan called Summertime. Well, his real name is Sean, his wife's Jane. They arrived today. What time is it? They landed at 2 o'clock, so I'm hoping they should be in Benidorm by now. They're staying at the Hotel Simbel for a whole month. Lucky them, you say. They've got one of the rooms with the splash pool. Jokingly, I was like kind of inviting myself the other night, and Sean said any time. So I hope that we can meet up as well, Sean and Jane. Shout out to you both. Also, like to give a shout out to a lot of our subs through our channels. I think I'm going to turn that light off. I don't think it's really making an awful lot of difference. Throughout our channels that have supported us during the grief recently. Obviously, Stephen Keyworth and Stephanie Hardy, both on here. But also, like, a shout out, no, just make it dark, I think I'll put it back on, to Wendy Hunter, Amanda Roberts, VXR, Stevie 007, obviously Dave Southall and Summertime, our newbies, Frankie Rules, Anne Shaw, Alex Whitecat, Walk on the Wild Side, UK Gaming. Sorry if I miss anybody else, just shout at me, I do apologise. Leslie and Dominic Morgan. Also, everybody that's come on, given us really nice, kind messages. James Stewart as well, I think you're called. Just giving us a bit of support. Thank you all. So what are you all up to today? Well, obviously I know that Stephen's on his way to Blackpool. What have you been up to today, Stephanie? Are you sat in the garden? Is it nice enough to be sat in the garden today? Just drinking some Coke. Trying to keep my fluids up. I actually had my first vaccine jab on Wednesday. Yes, guys, I got called up. I know. I've sort of been saying that I wasn't going to have it. Stephanie says she lives near the beach and just got back from a nice long walk. Very nice. What part of the world are you in, Stephanie? Yeah, I was saying I had my jab on Wednesday. Wasn't going to have it, but got the text message. Got both appointments. Got another one in 3 weeks' time. And after much thought, I decided to have it. Basically, because we've doing my residencies as well. I didn't want anything to sort of come upon the system. Obviously, if I didn't turn up and I went down as a no-show, I could turn around and refuse my residency just because I haven't been vaccinated. You know, their opinion could be, well, she wants to live in the country, but obviously she can't be bothered to protect herself and others. So that's the main reason why they've decided to have it. I had the Perfiza. It was no problem. Stephanie said, how you been since having your jab? And she's from Sunderland. Very nice. I've been okay, thanks, Stephanie. My arm was a little bit sore for a couple of days. It felt more like somebody punched me in the arm. I think that's more because they do it into your muscle. I think the second one's meant to be a little bit worse. But hey ho, get it over and done with, and it's done. The only thing now, I picked up a bit of a cough, like a funny throat. I thought maybe it might have been from the jab, but I don't think it is, because Mike's also got a bit of a cough. And I think obviously maybe we've been somewhere, picked up like damp glass, basically like in some bars, they might just wash the glasses and leave them to dry overnight. But they're not really drying out properly because we've been so muggy, the damp overnight. So this is where you can get the funny photos from. I'll start taking out a pack of straws. Maybe. So come and say hi to me if you're watching, guys. Hit that like button. Give me a bit of support, gang. Only got one like. Don't make me cry. Share the love. Bit of a draft blowing through this door now. Blowing right on me earhole. Anybody been watching any of the football? What did you think of the England game last night? Thought it was absolute pants. Stephanie says she was fine after a second jab. That's good. What one did you have, Stephanie? Was it the AstraZeneca or the Pfizer? Oh yeah, I also forgot to give a shout out to Anne Marie and her husband John. Sorry, Anne. Smack my hands, slap my legs. Stephanie had the AstraZeneca. See, the thing is, I think if that was the one that they were going to give me, I'd have told them no. I wouldn't have had it, mainly because of the thing with the blood clots, and as I'm disabled and not overly mobile, I would have been a bit worried. I've had issues with my legs. Did have problems with my legs last year with the heat, with swelling. It's alright, guys, there's a lot of leads here and I'm wondering what they're all for. It's been a few, don't know whether fireworks, shooting cannons off or what they've been doing here. There was one early morning, there was one this afternoon. Stephanie said I have asthma, but she was fine. That's great. I don't know, I think maybe they do a lot of scaremongering with people about these things. Guys, anybody else planning on coming over to Benidorm? Some meetups going. I know it's not as straightforward at the moment, but you can actually come to Spain without having to have any vaccine or tests or quarantine. It's just that when you return back to the UK, you do have to have your test booked in and obviously quarantine for the 7 days. I know at the moment they've been saying that if you've had both of your vaccines, then you won't have to quarantine. But sadly, the case still is that you will still have to have the PCR tests. Also, apparently, I've heard that if Spain was put on the green list, you won't have to quarantine, but again, you'll still have to have the PCR test. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just trying to stop people having fun. But guys, what I will say, if you can afford, to have the time for the quarantine and you can afford the extra for the PCR tests, there are some good offers out there at the moment. The weather's gorgeous. Take the plunge, come over, it's perfectly safe here. Just generally get and enjoy that sun. And as you've seen on videos on Mike's YouTube page, we did meet up with one of our fans come on the stream, mad about Benidorm Jamie, met up with him and his friends, group Geordie lads. So I will shout out, hi, mad about Benidorm Jamie, Tyrone, Benidorm Bob, John and Clegg. Well, I believe that Clegg still lives in Spain. Hi guys. Also hi to Tyrone. I'm sorry, not Tyrone. Leon, who is Jamie's son. Believe he watches all our channels. I hope you're watching now, Leon. Just hiding there in the background. Say hi if you are. But yes, if you watch the videos, you'll see that they're all over here. They had a fantastic week. Great bunch of lads. No trouble at all. Flown back to Newcastle now without any problems. And Jamie messaged us the other day to say that he's back in 3 weeks' time. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for him to come back and we can meet up again. Stephanie said, can't wait to get back to Benidorm and meet you and the boys. We really appreciate everything you do. Thanks, Stephanie. Let's hope that it's soon. It's hard for me because I'm here. Benidorm is opening back up. Now, I know a lot of people say that some of the things Spain have done are bad, as with the fact that you can all come over here. You don't have to have any tests or anything, vaccines. You can just come, there's no restrictions. It could be a bad thing because it could be opening the doors for, people to bring in the virus. But at the same time, I think Spain just wants to get everything back to normal and get the economy going. Sadly, maybe I shouldn't say this, there probably will be opinions, but this is my opinion, everybody has their own. I think that Doris is trying to keep it fun on the UK economy, and I believe that he really needs to stop diddying about, and he's extended the lifting of the restrictions for another 4 weeks. He needs to just get it over and done with so you guys can go back and start getting your lives back to normal. He needs to put countries on the green list that people can get away, have the holidays. I know what he's trying to do is dragging his feet at September when all the kids are back at school and so on. But my advice to anybody there in the UK, as I said, if you can afford to take the time out to quarantine when you return and you can afford to get the PCR test, just do it, just come. Because I can honestly see Boris locking you all back down or bringing in more restrictions just to make it harder for you all. And at the end of the day, life's too short to worry about the what ifs. Sometimes you just have to take the bull by the horn and just get out there and do it. which is what we did when we moved here. We hummed and hawed for a long time about it, but we just thought we'd give it a try, and we haven't gone back since. It is hard, but I wouldn't go back. I don't regret it for a minute. Stephanie says, totally agree with you, Sue, on the hairdresser. Just hope we don't get locked down again. I hope you don't, guys. Spain, the figures over here in Spain are dropping. We're like quite low. Benidorm is really, really low. There's no instance, no cases in the hospitals here in Benidorm. Basically, maybe I shouldn't say this, but Spain did have a really strict lockdown. I think it was stricter than the UK. I can't really say, I'm not trying to have a dig, but I don't think the UK really did properly lock down, because we were seeing during the lockdown that people were still out, particularly the area where we used to live in Cumbria. There were still people going out, and they were going on picnics and whatnot. They were going to cafeterias. There was no social distancing. They were going on the beaches, big crowds on the beaches. And I know a lot of people say, yeah, we have to wear our masks here in the UK. But honestly, when we came back to the UK last August, we weren't seeing that. We were travelling on the train. People on the train, no masks. Lads got on drinking, no masks. And I'm sat there in my wheelchair wearing my mask. I couldn't get up and move. I felt very vulnerable. It wasn't really fair that we were sticking to the walls and they weren't, and nothing was said. And we did see an awful lot, like, people just not wearing your mask. You could go out, you didn't have to wear it. And I think even now, like, people on the streets, it's not like here. If I was to go out now, I would have to put my mask on. The boys are out filming, they've got the masks on. It's something you got to do. You may see on some of the videos, you may see people come past us and they haven't got masks on. Mainly these aren't from the area, aren't from Benidorm, they are holiday makers. We are getting holiday makers coming in from Spain and from Madrid and Barcelona. We've had them come in from Belgium, Italy, Germany. And yes, guys from the UK. And a lot of them do seem to think it doesn't apply to them and they don't have to wear them. Well, let's hope in another week that we can say we don't have to wear them. That would be great. Be fantastic to actually get some sun on the bottom half of my face. Not have this like little white square. Stephanie said, enjoying the evening videos, Sue. Is there many people out and about on the night? There's loads out and about on the nights. Stephanie, if you see the one we did the other week, I think, was it Friday night? We didn't actually go out till 11 on the night, and we went down into the old town, and it was absolutely chocker. People out enjoying themselves. We went down Gin Street in Benidorm, all the bars were packed. And coming back, 2 o'clock in the morning, well, you'll see from the video, there was still lots of people about, just having a good time, just walking, people down on the beach. It is really, really nice to see. And also, what's nice is it's not just older people, there's a lot of youngsters out and about. I just wish that they would extend the curfew on the nightclubs, allow them to open a little bit later, maybe allow dancing, because at the moment there's no dancing allowed, because that would be really nice. I know that Spanish people like to socialise, they like to get out, have meals, go for walks, as family groups, meet the friends. Just generally, I think they do enjoy life a little bit more than we do. This is why we like it. And hopefully next week, I'm saying it's planned, but I'm not going to say for definite because you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. But hopefully we will try and get up to the Zodiac Bar up in the old town and go and have some tapas. We were there a few weeks back. They did a great offer. It was like for €6 you could have tapas. It was 6 tapas. You could have a jug of beer, a bottle of wine or carver, cider. So an absolute bargain. Down in Margaritaville said you can dance at your table with your mask on. I guess so. Probably. That does kind of make me laugh. I think somebody else was saying this earlier as well on Facebook, that at the moment we can walk down the street, but you can't walk down the street past people without having your mask on. But you can go and sit in a bar with that person you've walked past and have a drink with them and not wear a mask. So, you can't walk past people without having a mask on, but you can sit in a bar with 10 total strangers and not wear your mask. And hide down in Margaritaville, could just do with a margarita right now. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A nice margarita, some crushed ice. Bar down the road, Uncle Ron's bar. Got some great offers on for the weekend for the football. And they were doing like jugs of cocktails. They were doing a jug of Fat Frog or Cheeky Vimto for €3. And I'm thinking I could just do with that now. But I should be a good girl. And if I was to go down there and do that, then the boys wouldn't get any tea tonight. So how are you down in Margaritaville? What part of the world are you from? And speaking of which, Stephen Keyworth, what part of the world are you from? I know that you're on your way to Blackpool. Sunny Blackpool. Still only got 3 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Give me some love. Stephanie Hardy said, what are you and the boys up to tonight, Sue? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe just have a night chilling. Maybe watch a bit of telly. I don't know if there's any football on tonight, actually. So, feeling a bit tired at the moment. It catches up with you because the weather's so warm. It's really hard to sleep. Down in Margaritaville said, I'm Grand Sue. I'm from Dublin, Ireland. Very nice. It's great, though, to see Benidorm starting to reopen. It really, really is. I seen on Facebook there was somebody arrived from Ireland today into Benidorm. and I hope they're having a fantastic time. It's really nice. It's warm enough to be out and walk about without it being too hot. I don't think you would really want it too hot. So is everybody seeing this all right at the moment? I don't know what's going on. Giving me error messages saying that it's not getting a lot of data. I don't know why. There we go, we're back again. I think it was just having a little glitch. I'm running out of things to say. I'll just start waffling on in a minute. Try not to scratch where I've got bits. I've been avoiding the bites. I've been using like the cologne that the Spanish seem to be using, but yeah, I have had one or two bites because it's been so warm the last couple of nights. I've just been laying on top of the bed with the window open, and the last couple of nights I've even had to open the netting because I found out that the net curtains were preventing the cool air from coming in. So I probably had little Mozzieville come and have his evening meal on me. But that's one of the downsides of living in a lovely, warm country. Obviously in the UK you don't really get that problem. Been in the pool practically most days this week. Now that the pool's opened back up. But sadly, if a weekend it's not open, which is crazy, really, because it's usually the weekend that you want to get in it. Sounds like the kids are singing. I don't know whether the kids are in the pool over the back. It's usually like fairly quiet all day, and then you know when the kids are home from school because it just gets a bit louder. There's a big pool at the apartments at the back. I think there's a lot of kids in the apartments who seem to be in the pool of an evening. But then it's nice to hear the kids back out and about. Is anybody else planning anything interesting over the weekend? And it's Sunday tomorrow. Obviously, guys, on Benidorm Mad Mike's channel, we'll have the live stream tomorrow night. Come in and take a look, say hi. There will be a quiz of some sort. Done quite a few quizzes up over the last couple of days. Sort of mix things about a bit. Stephanie said Father's Day tomorrow. Yes. It is, isn't it? I don't know whether I don't think. Yeah, I think Marcus has forgot. Let's be honest. He was remembering, but I do think he's forgotten. To see what we can do. It's quite funny. I'm looking on the bedside cabinet next to the bed, and there is a Father's Day card from. I think it's been floating about since last year. But of course, we get the Spanish Father's Day and Mother's Day as well. So we get to celebrate twice. So we'll be doing that. And here in Spain, we've also got the Gay Pride celebrations coming up soon. It's been announced that they can do it this year, although slightly toned down. Won't be the big parade like normal, but at least they'll be able to do something to celebrate it. I can't remember the dates. I did see it online, but my brain's like useless. Also, I believe they're allowing the fellas as well later in the year. They would have been back in March. They're going to be September, I believe. And of course, in the November, we've got the pinas and, of course, the English fancy dress as well. So that'll be great, something to look forward to. I'm not too sure about the Moors and Christians, but I would have thought that would probably go on. But then there is a festival, I believe it's the 24th of June. There's a Spanish festival, but I don't think they're going to allow it. And I think they'll be closing off the beaches that night. People have fires and have fires on the beaches, and they jump over the fires for luck as big gatherings. So I think they're going to be sort of putting a stop to that. So happy Father's Day to those males that are on here. Smells like somebody's muck spreading, only in Benidorm. There's always something strange going on. So we've got 10 minutes left of the stream. Say hello. Anybody that's hiding in the background, hit that like button as well. I've only got 3 likes. And did everybody like the live stream on Thursday night, I believe it was, when we sat on the balcony? I don't know when anybody saw that. I was out on the balcony doing the stream. Poor old Marcus was having to dangle over the balcony so that people could see the view in the swimming pool. Should have held him by his feet and hung him upside down. Would have been some good camera work, wouldn't it? So it's just too hot here, guys, at the minute. Gonna do a big hose on me. Trouble is, it makes you drowsy. You don't really want to do anything, you just want to sit in the shade. Pull the blinds down and just chill. Falling asleep, sorry guys. It's not the... Oh God. The heat's whacking me. There's a bit of a lag on here as well. So I don't know how it comes out your end, but it's terrible. So guys, I think we're start to wind it up. I'll just say everybody to stay safe in sunny Dublin and Sunderland. And happy Father's Day to the men. It's just warm in the UK, guys. It's absolutely, oh God, hot here. We have some ceiling fans, but the one in the bedroom, as you may have seen the other night, it was quite bad. And we did have the one on in the lounge last night. After a bit, it started making quite a bit of noise and was wobbling like crazy. Stephanie says you stay safe too, Sue. See you tomorrow on the live stream. Yeah, thanks, Stephanie. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. No. 7 in, 3 likes. Hit that like. Come on, get me up in the old, what they're called? Oh, I think I need to go and have a nap after this. Little mini siesta. I'm absolutely... Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Hard work, this. Maybe try and sort a little quiz or something out next week, maybe. I have to see. So, guys, come and say hello to us tomorrow. And give us your love, give us your support tomorrow night if you can. We do need it. I think I'm going to go because I'm drifting off. It's a bit rude of me to fall asleep online. Oh, dear me. Terrible, aren't I? So, cheers for popping in, gang. Love you all. Same time, same place next week. Hopefully, try and do some kind of quiz. And yes, guys, Father's Day tomorrow. Make sure you've all got your Father's Day cards. Father's Day gift. I think maybe he can have some beer for his Father's Day. What do you reckon? I think we're going to leave the stream there. Von Stardust, guys. Yeah. I think I'm absolutely wiped out, so I'm going to go now, gang. So thanks for popping in. Take care, stay safe. Love to you all. Stephen, enjoy Blackpool. Have a brilliant time. Stephanie, enjoy the rest of your day. Down in Margaretville, have a great day. And hopefully see you tomorrow night. If not, we'll see you next week. Ciao.